even if you're doing the biggest of sins, so long as you don't normalize it, so long as you don't say that it's okay, then that doesn't mean you're finished. And one of my favorite stories that shows this is the story of Abu Mihjan al-Thaqafi at the Battle of Qadisiyah. Now see, Abu Mihjan was like every other Sahabi. He took part in the battles, he tried to help as much as he could, but he had one flaw. He loved alcohol. He was the definition of an addict. And before Islam, he used to write poetry saying, "When I die, pour a bottle over my grave so it can seep into my bones." Bars. Now back to the Battle of Qadisiyah. It's being led by Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas. Now quick, can anybody tell me what group he was a part of? Deen Buddy will actually tell you that he was part of Al-Ashara Mubashara, the 10 promised paradise, so he's a big player. The day before the battle begins, Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas is briefing his men on how important this is. This is the battle that might destroy the Persian Empire, one of the superpowers of that time. And what's Abu Mihjan doing? He had the 7th century equivalent of a bottle of Bacardi in his hand. He got drunk. Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, he's had it up to here with Abu Mihjan. So he decides, I'm gonna punish you, but not by the regular punishment. As the Amir, my order is that you're tied up and prevented from taking part in the battle. So Sa'ad radiallahu anh ties up Abu Mihjan in his tent, and all of the men leave for war, leaving him behind. Now Abu Mihjan, despite being somebody that drinks, he's still a Sahabi. He understands how many good deeds he'd miss if he doesn't attend this battle. So he's crying out to the one person he can, Sa'ad's wife, who's still in the house. He's there saying, please, for the sake of Allah, please just let me go. I promise you, I'll go, I'll keep my face covered, I'll fight, and I'll come back and tie myself up. Sa'ad's wife, seeing his sincerity, lets him go based on that promise. Now Abu Mihjan, he knows he's on borrowed time, so he takes his horse and gallops into the battlefield, and he's fighting as hard as he can. He's swinging left and right, taking down as many men as he can. Everyone's noticing, but they don't know it's him because his face is covered. Now obviously, we know the result of the battle. The Muslims won. So Abu Mihjan gallops back to the tent of Sa'ad, ties himself up again even with all his wounds, and just waits. Now Sa'ad radiallahu anh, he comes back with the army a little bit later, and he says to his wife, whoa, there was somebody in the battlefield, a masked warrior who fought like no one I've ever seen. I wish I could see him so I could reward him. His wife is there like, well, I've got a surprise for you. So she tells Sa'ad that the one that fought like that was the man he was holding prisoner, Abu Mihjan. So they go downstairs and they see him covered in wounds and blood, panting from having fought so hard. So Sa'ad goes, he hugs him and he says, oh my brother, how can I punish you ever again after this? And Abu Mihjan radiallahu anh, well, he never drank again.